Hi everyone, it's me, an unexpected stream. Cheers. Hope everyone is well. I am just going to post about this. Bear with me a moment, please. Hey Wagon Loads. I just want to tweet out Tweety Witties. Gotta get the link first. No, wrong button. Try that again. Get shareable link. Cool. Hi everyone. I'm streaming. Okay, and now to Twitter. That was just on my Discord. Hey, it's Micron. How you doing? I have some stuff to show and some bodges to make and some, yeah, good and bad news. Nah, it's no bad news. No. Oh, send now. Everyone, I'm live streaming on my second channel, working on my controller board plus bodges. Can't spell bodges. Bodges. Come and join in. Okay, and just let me add the thumbnail. Dun, dun, dun. So close. I can't do any of this beforehand because I don't get the link until after I start it because it's not a pre-scheduled stream. So I have to wait till it's live and then I can grab the link. Okay, tweet is gone. Hey Frank. So I got my controller boards in my first pass, which I already knew would need to be replaced because I've got the whole 12 volt RGB addressable LED stuff on there, which I'm now using 5 volt. So I needed a respin anyway, right? And I'd already started working on that. Hey Marius. So I'm going to show you the board, but it did have a problem with it. I'm glad you're ready. Ready right now. Hey Dave. Sorry, slurpy. Hey Rhoda. Unexpected streams, always unexpected. So I'll show you my board, and is this? No, this is not the secret reveal. No. That's actually, I've almost finished the PCB for that. Oh, hello, Mr. Causa. I can never remember how to pronounce your name. Hey Adam, ping pong. So here's the board, and it looks pretty cool. This is the one so is that in focus? I hope so. So this is my first revision. You might be able to see the date, 12/05. I did it on my birthday. Cause, as in because, Mike, cause plus R. Okay. I'm going to call you cause plus R now. Or just plus R. Yeah, it came up pretty well. Except it needed a bodge. So somehow, in my revising it, I got the SDI and SDO pins back to front. Thanks. Well, that was from the 5th. I mean, yeah, it was a couple of weeks ago now. Almost a couple of weeks. But, yeah, it was nice to get this out on my birthday. But I knew straight away that I was going to have a problem with the LEDs, right? These are set for... Is that even in focus? So these are set for a 12 volt addressable, but I don't have 12 volt addressable, which sucks. And I'm using the 5 volt ones that I put together on my stream the other day. So I'm going to hack this today to make sure it works, but I've already redesigned the board. But everything else on this board is working once I got the SPI pins the right way around, which was, you know, fun to bodge. Pretty easy though. So yeah, it plugs in here on the Pi. I haven't put the header pins back in yet. so not the header pins, the standoffy stuff. I'm not going to screw it down, but the standoff's in there. So that goes like this. I'm going to zoom out a bit. That's way too close. Right, and then the stepper controllers go in here. I've overdone the caps. I've got 1,000 microfarad cap at the start, and I've got 100 microfarad at the start of each stepper, out of each bob. So I'm overdoing the bulk capacitance, but that's okay. So it looks like this on the board, and I need to solder the data pin before I put it all back together again. STO, so much more confusing than calling them MISO. Right, but I had it right on the breadboard. I don't know what I did on the schematic. Anyway, it was annoying, but I fixed it. Okay, I'm going to quickly solder a pin on first because I don't want to have to power it up, show you it working, and then power it down again. So let me just do that first. I'm going to switch over to... Oh, there was another problem with it. I'll get to show you now under the microscope. So SDO is fine. I don't mind SDI and SDO. It's not that I find it confusing. It's that I just wired it wrong, which is really annoying. Get some light. This is light. So the other bodge I had to do was here. So where is... Oh, I just lost my little... I keep losing my little arrays. So here's the board, right? And if I put the wrong size resistor array down, and it should have been this size. I'll have to get another one out. These are really small. I keep losing them. That's okay. I'll get it out and I'll show you what size it should have been. It was so the notation in KiCad for resistor arrays is different to what it is in Eagle, and I didn't double check my I didn't print it out first and check it. So as you can see here, whoops, that kind of doesn't fit. Yeah, so I couldn't even remotely get that working, and I had no. So this is what's called a 1206 size in the data sheet, but what they mean is it's 4 0603s, but they don't call it that. They call it a 1206, and in Eagle it's a 1206 array. In KiCad, if you use a 4x1206, they're assuming it's 4 1206, not a 1206, which is 4 0603. So what I ended up doing was, to get a combination that was right, I mean, there's a lot of flux on here. I haven't bothered cleaning it off. I've got 4 0805 2.2Ks because I wanted 3.6K, and then I've got 4 0603 1Ks, which got me fairly close. And that was fun because I had to obviously they got reflowed, and then I had to hand solder these on and then hand join them without making these come off the pads and without shorting them. But that worked pretty well, and it works. And just to show you, I can show you it working. Just to show, we're going to diode mode. So these are for the limit switches, and this is really only for LEDs to show the limit switches working. Right? They're not required at all for anything other than these LEDs to flash up. But you'll see here, if I put a diode mode, if I get them in the right order, you might see the LED came on. You can't really see the LED come on. It's yeah, you can see it come on now, right? I mean, there's not a lot of current going through for diode mode. I can touch the pins correctly. Why is that one not working now? Did I wreck it? That one's working. That one's working. Why isn't this working? Oh, maybe maybe that's come off the pad at the bottom. It's possible. Oh well, that's fine. They're just LEDs. You need someone to review your boards before ordering. I do. Well, I got keen to review this time. Yeah, the problem is it's hard to get someone up to speed, to get them to review it. And then, you know, anyway, whatever. Well, in this case, so I normally print stuff out. I've told you all this before. I normally print out, like here, right? So this time I have, this is an updated footprint. This is before this is before I went and rerouted it, just to make sure that it's the right size now. And it's now the right size. So I almost always print out my sheets and check, but this time I didn't do it because I knew everything else on the board was correct. And no, it's not reversed. I don't think so. Hang on. No, it's not reversed. It's, I think here, the bottom, I think there's a problem with the solder here. I don't think it's quite on the pad. They're hanging off slightly. So that's all it is, I think. No big deal. Yeah. Again, they're just for LEDs. So it's right now in my new design, which I've updated, which I'll show you in a moment. So yeah, it's good now. But it serves me right for not printing it. I know. Now I need to put one pin here, like this, so I can access the data. And I also need a wire coming off one of the ground pins to do a common ground. So I'm just going to solder this on now. It's going to be fun to solder. I don't know how I'm going to hold it still while I do it, but see, it came out already. Oh, okay, hang on. This is going to be, I don't have any blue tack. I believe maybe a child of unknown name might have come in and stolen all my blue tack. And there's no admitting it. Oh, you can't even see that. Okay, it's kind of... No, you can't see that. There we go. I'm kind of balancing it in place, but I just realized I don't have any solder on it. Is there any solder on my tip? No. It's enough to tack it. Is there enough to tack it? Nope. Let's see if I let go. Okay, I let go. This doesn't have to be straight, really. It's just so I can hack the LEDs in and make sure that it works. Oh, look at that. You can't see. There you go. That's pretty good. Okay, and I need a wire on the ground pin that I'm going to share. So ground, which is the best. So it can't be this ground because that's 12 volt ground. That's no good. It's got to be the common ground. And I need it's this pin right here. I'm going to stick just this on. Go again, down there. Make sure I do the right one. Come on. And a bit more, watch it fall off. Yeah, good one. Okay, try it again. Oh. Okay, good. So, do you have a board with female headers you can use to hold it? I can't, that won't help me because of the height of everything else underneath it. It won't hold it still. Okay, so let's come back to here. Okay, as long as I don't break it off again. Board goes on. stepper controller. Okay, good thing about getting to manufacture my prototypes when possible is they have to double check the footprints and some other stuff. Right, they don't, well firstly, GRC don't have all the parts I needed for this board. But yeah, like I've never really used their assembly service, and I don't know, I don't really feel like I'm happy doing it myself. And I'd never learn if I didn't do this. If you don't make mistakes, you don't learn. Hello, Yombo Prime. Okay, so now I do want to show you this thing working. I've got a stepper here. So obviously my machine is still apart from the stream the other day. The LEDs are in place. I'll move. Oh, I just realised I didn't set up my webcam. I'll do that now. Let's get my tripod set up, because I'm going to need this in a moment. This is my normal DSLR tripod, but I've been putting my webcam on it. Sorry, it won't be a sec. Where is front? That is not. Yes, that is front. Okay. No, that is back. So these Manfrotto adapters, they have to be the correct orientation or they don't fit. Okay, good, better, good. I'll turn that on in a second. And I'll talk to you about the state of the machine. But I've temporarily just using these connectors hooked up one of my JST 4-pin connectors here. So I can just plug it into adapter there. I need power for the Pi. Oh, might want to unplug that. That was, I don't have the headers on correct. Didn't see. Yes, I shouldn't just unplug the Pi like that, but I did. Big deal, no big deal. The Pi's pretty good with it, so there we go. Not sure if you can see though, it might be too light, but the LEDs are on. The board. The Pi is Pi 4 is pretty resilient with its SD card stuff. That's a funny quote, because if you don't make mistakes, it must mean you've already learned them correctly, right? If you're not making new mistakes, you're not learning. I mean, the idea, it's really good not to make the same mistakes again, right? No one likes doing that. But if you're not making new mistakes, you're not pushing yourself. That's my belief anyway. I mean, I never would have known the difference in the footprint naming convention in KiCad had I have not stumbled on this. It's fortunate that firstly I could bodge it, and secondly that I was doing a respin anyway, right? I had to do the respin for the 5 volts, for the LED driver anyway, and turns out I had to fix the SPI as well. So it's not such a big deal. While I'm waiting for that to boot, I'll quickly show you. So here is this is the updated design, the one that's on the thumbnail. So I've just got for the LED, I'm just using a 5.08 pitch screw terminal, common ground, and the data, which is, of course is level shifted to 5 volts. The man who doesn't make mistakes hasn't been born yet. Wow, I must have been born like a million times. Now, something else that's really weird about this layout is that I use the default one that comes with the templates for the Pi. The camera and the CS, what's this one? That's MIPI, and this one's, I can't remember the name of it, whatever, for the display adapter, they were not in the right spot. They were actually, they were too low and too far to the left. So, did a tire circuit on KiCad for a battery charger. I need to find out. I forgot to see that the output didn't test when the battery reached full charge. Helps you learn. Absolutely. You don't want to make mistakes like that again, preferably. I'm lucky it's a 2-layer board. They're cheap to make, and they're quick to make. It's not the end of the world, but yeah. So I had to move these slots as well because I need to use the camera slot now, because the new camera I've got, which is now finally in Melbourne, but still not to me, that's using that port, and it wouldn't have lined up properly. I don't know why it doesn't line up. An expert is someone who has made most of the mistakes already and has learned from them. So you learn new things, but the quote doesn't mention new. Okay, sorry, Mark. You like quoting me these days, don't you? By the way, everyone, I got my dates wrong for KiCad. 6 isn't out yet. 6 doesn't come out till the 27th, I think. 22nd or 27th. It was Code Freeze on the 15th. But it turns out it's not. Code Freeze has been pushed a little bit. So it's not actually Code Freeze yet. So I got it all wrong. I got all the dates wrong. Anyway, so the LED driver's been fixed. The holes have been fixed. I've got the right footprint here now for the little guy. And I fixed the... I flipped the SDI and SDO. And this board should be good to go. I've also spaced out the connectors on the bottom a little bit. Just a fraction. Yeah. And I put a new date on it. So I'm going to be ordering this today. Once I've validated the LED stuff works, which is what I'm going to do now. So I'll actually stay in the coding. Oh, before I do, got to share this. My patrons already know about it, or from my Discord channel anyway. But I got my Reflow Master Pro boards and went to make them yesterday. The reason I'd already made this board is because I'd had my oven on and I was getting ready to make my Reflow Master Pro final boards, and pulled out the stencil and put it over the top, and whoops, good one, JLC PCB. Whoops, oh God, I hate this new feature they've added. Wrong key. This is my Gerber I sent them. That would be the S2 module. This is the Gerber they sent me. No S2 module. So that's the stencil they sent me. Whoops. I'm still waiting for them to confirm that they made a mistake so they can send me a new one. Can you do a proper printout and see if it fits the pie? Yeah, I will before I send it off to get it manufactured. I'll reprint it out and lay it out over the top of the pie just to make sure the ports are right. But I made the ports, not only did I move them in the right spot, but I made them taller and I made them wider, so there's plenty of extra room because I had the room there anyway. So, because I had the oven already on, as in the Iron 6 was already on, and I had my paste out that was already room temperature out of the fridge, I wanted to build something. So that's why I built this board and didn't do it on a stream. And I'm glad I did because of the SPI issue and stuff. But that's really, yeah, that's frustrating that just make a mistake and don't learn. That's right. They don't learn. They don't learn at all. It means they didn't use my paste layer. They used the, well, either way, it doesn't matter because they couldn't have just used my my mask layer instead of my paste layer, because my mask layer also has those pads there. I don't know what I need to do with them. I need to send them screenshots of what my Gerbers look like with my Gerbers, so they can, and say to them, check my screenshots. Like, anyway, hey Aaron. So now I have to wait another week to get a stencil so I can build my Reflow Master Pro boards. Very annoying. I also changed, I moved the LEDs. I put them 90 degrees so it's easier to read what the limit switches are. Okay, so I need to, not that one, not that one. Actually, it doesn't really matter which one. That's not the right code. That's MicroPython, but I'm going to, oops, I need a SSH to it. Open folder. Now I'm going to, hang on, I need this one. Not that you're really going to get to see much, but, oh, that's upside down now. Oh, why is that upside down now? I still don't have a way of flipping. Hello, I said rotate. Rotate 180 degrees. Thank you. I sent JPEGs or something I was getting printed to a print house so they could see what the PDF should look like when they printed. One picture was missing after they printed it. Really? No one does. Yeah. Okay, so Johnny will be excited. Not that Johnny's here, because I put a pink LED for the power light. Oh god, so you can't even see that. There we go. Pink LED for the 12 volt power light. Woo! Hey, your connector near the top right only has 2 pins. The one you just soldered to a pin. Solder pin 2 is missing. The connector near the top right is correct. It needs to be only 2 pins. The 5 volt power does not come from this board. It comes externally. So the 3 pins here is not right. That was for a 12 volt setup. I can't pull 5 volts of anything from this board. So I can't pull 1.5 amps of 5 volts from this board. The power for the 5 volts for the LEDs will be coming externally. So all I need is a common ground and the data pin. My test pin is missing. What test pin is, what are you talking about? This is my old design. Here's my test pin that I put on. I don't understand what you're talking about. This is my new design. It's got data and common ground. I don't know what test pin you're talking about. This is the new design. This is what it needs to be. Run Visual Studio from GPIO on the Pi. What? From GPIO? I don't know what that means, Marius. Anyway, okay, so, not that you're really going to be able to see this turning, but this should turn in a second if I bring up my Visual Studio Code again, which gone hidden. I should be able to just run control.py and it's just making that noise because it's on the table. It's actually pretty silent. So that works. All my 12 volts is good. Which is great. So what I want to do now is, I can't really do much with the, I'm going to switch cameras just for a second over to, I think it's that one. Right, which is not in the right spot. You can see my legs, yay. See my white pasty legs. As you can see, the unit is not back together. So another fun story, I ordered, oh, you move data on space over. It's a different size header. The header on the old board for there is a 3.81 millimeter, and the new one is a 5 millimeter, 5.08 millimeter. It's a different size screw terminal. That's all. Yeah. So I ordered new MGN9 rails for all 3 axes with blocks. So I was gonna, now that I'm pulling it apart, I was gonna replace all of them with 9s because these are just massive. And paid for them and got a phone call yesterday to go pick them up. I'm doing pickup instead of shipping. They're about half an hour away from me. And then I get a phone call saying, oh, sorry, we did have 3 blocks in stock, but we've only got 2 now. So is that okay? And I go, no. I need 3 blocks. Like, what do I do with the third rail if I don't have a block on it? Well, can't you use something else? I said, what do you mean by something else? Well, can't you use like a 12 or a 15? I'm going, well, no, I've got 15s. They're too big. 12s are too big. I want 9s. Like, you want me to change my design because you can't provide me a block that you charged me for, that you told me was ready to pick up. And I was about to leave to pick it up. And they said, yeah, sorry, we sold it to someone else. Okay. So now, today, I need to go pick up 1 rail, 1 MGN9 with 1 block. And I'm back to just converting the x-axis to 9s and leaving these as 15s for now. There's no point moving from 15 to 12. Like, if I'm going to move, I want to move down to 9s everywhere and make the whole thing lighter. Anyway, so that's frustrating. But, whatever. So what I want to do is, for those that didn't see, I've got RGBW LEDs around this now, inside, which work really well. I'm very happy with the lighting. But that was running the other day on my little external test. Whoa, where is it? You can see it. Can't really see it. My LED driver board, and I need to now change it and make it work off external power and data off here. And someone mentioned to me, so I mentioned a while ago that I didn't want to run the LEDs from the Pi directly because it had that whole pseudo issue. But apparently, I think someone posted in my Discord server, I'm just looking back now, that you can set permissions for the SPI bus. Hello, Johnny. Oh, quickly, Johnny, I gotta switch back. Look, purple 12 volt power LED. Oh, purple, pink. Pink LEDs. You said add your user to, they said add your user to SPI or something like that. Yeah, I'm trying to find the post now. Trying to find where they wrote it because I need to do that. Because if that works, I can then I don't have to do that, any of that rubbish, run my Python as sudo stuff. Hey, Jayton. Yeah, I'm just trying to find it, Mark. I mean, it might be that. It might be something else. The live stream chat is kind of flooded with chat about filament. So I got to go back pretty far, I think. Looking. Wow, there's lots of memes and tweets. Hey, Lars. Oh, did you write it? Did you? So what was it that you wrote again? You said on the stream on Wednesday. Add user to. Right. Okay. Someone was, but did you? Someone wrote something a couple of weeks ago in my live stream chat, live stream channel on Discord. Was that you as well? So what are we bodging? Well, I've already done the bodges. I already showed the bodges. I'm still scrolling backwards. It's not that I don't believe you. I believe you that it was... I'm just trying to find the comment. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. Okay, I think I might have even missed it. Gone back. Maybe too far now. Yeah, probably. Okay, well, while I'm waiting for that, I had to bodge 3 things. Wrong footprint for the network array, a resistor array, SDI, SDO, back to front. And this is not a bodge. I knew that I have to do this, but I had to put a pin here, an external ground, so I could get the LEDs working. But it's working. The board's working. Steppers are working. The board hasn't melted, which is good. And the purple boards are actually quite nice. I don't mind them. Like, I wouldn't want to ship them as product, but okay, I need to, while we're waiting for that, I need to, let's go back to here. I need to pull some of this apart. I need to disconnect this. Whoa. Just going to unplug power of the 12 volts for now. So I want to take it off this, right, and just do it direct. And I should really put a cap there as well. Actually, I might just leave this one on and get another one. I might just do that. Or should I use the adapter? I'm a bit... I'm going to put my adapter. Right. So I've got this adapter I can use instead. For the power coming in. So I need... where's my screwdriver? They're all out. They're all over the place. Just gonna... So I don't need any of these on here. I'm going to remove this board completely. Because there's just no point pumping up to 1.5 amps through this board for no reason. Doesn't make any sense right now. Can you put tape on the stepper? Didn't you see it move before? I had it rotating. You couldn't see it moving? Sure, I'll do it in a second. Hang on. Get rid of that. This. Anyone know how much current you can put through DuPont wires and connectors out of curiosity? Okay, Mark, hang on. Let me just do this first, please. Just want to do one thing at a time. This might be difficult, but I need to get the two. I need to get these two. You know what? Maybe I can do this under the other camera. Let me see if I can do this under the other camera. Maybe you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Somehow, I'm going to see if I can squeeze both of these into the negative terminal. I should be able to. I've done this before. It's because I need to do the shared ground, remember? Shared ground. I'd be worried above... Okay, no. It's 1.5 amps maximum. It's pulling. It'll be even less than that, I reckon. Yeah, that's not tight enough. Okay, so there's my common ground, and this is my power. Yeah, it was 1.4 amps with the tiny Pico connected as well. So I think we're going to be fine. Okay, and then there's the data. Of course, it's the wrong end for the data. I should have put a female header there. That's annoying. I'm going to rip off the data cable, and I'm going to get a female to female. One moment, please. Female to female. Somewhere in the box. Okay, here's my bag of female to females. Ooh, got spammed by system down messages. Turns out it was scheduled Windows update. Ouch. Yeah, it's not going to be 5 amps. Don't worry, won't be 5 amps, but... Okay, so that's our data. Ploop. I hope that works. And then these have to go back into the connector, which is on a really bad angle. Can't see, ground, and data, and here we go, power. Okay, so they are connected, they are joined back together. I'm going to leave the 5 volts unplugged and make sure I don't plug 12 volts into it, because that'd really suck, like really suck. Okay, let me get some tape to show you the stepper turning again. They act as fuses. Right, but you don't want fuses to melt, ideally. Okay, so 12 volt goes into the 12 volt. So to see the stepper going, did you miss anything important? No? Hey Joe, I've just got the LEDs wired up. I'm just showing the stepper turning again, but with some tape on it. So you can see it going, hey Photochromax. So I've got nice ease in and ease out, like nice acceleration, deceleration going. Okay, so let's have a look at, I'm just going to stop this. And I'm going to unplug the 12 volts because we just don't need it for this experiment. And I do have 5 volts connected. I've actually got 2 different 5 volts at my desk. I've got a 2 amp one, and I've got a, where's the other one? This one's actually, I haven't got it marked, but I think it's a 1.5 volt, 1.5 amp one. I'll use the 2 amp one. I'm not going to plug that in yet. I won't make it go pop yet, but we need to do this pseudo-y stuff. So, so Mark reckons we should have a look first to see what its user is. Its user is root. So we want to add it. We want to go sudo add user pi. Is it just SPI? User pi is already a member of SPI. So that's not it. Yeah, no, there was something else. Hey Mako. Hey, I hope former Sickie. Oh, Johnny. Oh yeah, how's your runny nose, Johnny? How you feeling? Not COVID. Type in groups. Groups. They're all the different groups. Yeah, okay. SPI group. How do I make so okay, I need to, let me go get a web browser, and I need to go to NeoPixels Python Raspberry Pi, which is of course going to be an Adafruit guide. Sudo add user pi sudo add user pi. You sure it's GPIO? Okay. Sudo add user pi GPIO. Pi is already a member of GPIO. So just quickly look through here, because I don't have any of this installed. I don't, because this was a new Pi. This is running Buster. Not what's it, Buster? What's it called? Bullseye. Bullseye. I couldn't see. It's under your stepper motor cam. You couldn't see what? Oh, sorry. Oh, right. What group it was on. Yeah. So you see here, for NeoPixel to work on a Raspberry Pi, you must run the code as root. Root access is required to access that Raspberry Pi peripherals. Oops, you can't see that either. That's the problem. That's what I need to solve. Well, I don't have to. Otherwise I just have to run the code sudo first, which is just a bit annoying. It's still downloading. Let me just turn off the camera view for now. Okay. So much stuff. And I'm going to have to update Blinker. If you say test kits, I think about PS4s and Xboxes. Right, I know I can, Mark, but when you say fix permissions, there's nothing wrong with the permissions, but how do I do that? How do I make... I don't want to just log in as root all the time. Oh, what is all this? Uh-oh. Really? Failed to build RPi GPIO. So I wonder if they're not updated their stuff for the latest Pi. I'm not running it on the Pi, I'm running it on my Mac. I'm SSH'd to the Pi. I can run it on the Pi, but so it can't build Raspberry Pi.GPIO. Here you go, Mark. Here's another challenge for you. Wow, everyone's been sick. What's been going on? Not everyone can be a rotor. Like, yeah. Here you go, Mark. What's the answer to this one? Wow, 32 viewers. This is the most viewers I've had on a unexpected streams so far. That's really cool. So obviously I'm missing something, but what? I'm looking. Just you restarted it. Yeah, of course I restarted it. If it doesn't work the first time, do the same thing again the second time and hope for a different result. Isn't that how it works? Can you see the set UID bit? Set UID? No? There's no set UID. If I do a search. How's he supposed to, or can you use the set UID? What do you mean, Dave? Hi, Dave, by the way. Have I said hi already? Anyone I haven't said hi to, sorry. Oh, right, for the permission stuff. Right, okay, sorry. But RPi GPIO should already be set up, should already be installed. So Scroll to just under where the red starts. Although I think the red starts in 2 places. Oh, no, it doesn't. Just under. What do you mean just under? You want to see the error? Is that big enough? Can you see it? I'm going to try to make it bigger. The red's a really bad contrast. It gives a Linux executable the permissions of the owner of the file. Right, but it's not an executor, it's a Python script, which calls other Python scripts, which call other ones, right, and other modules. And so it would be a permission thing all the way up, I would think. When you say down, you mean this way? Is that down? Because that's up. Two Daves. Just still going slowly for you. 5 lines every 5 seconds is good. Okay, I'm not counting. I can stick all this inside a gist if you want, if that's easier, and send the link. Do you want me to do that? I'm going to do that. It's just easier. Online collab mode, so you could connect Mark to your session. That sounds dangerous to me. Mark will rewrite all my code. File issue. Can't spell. Create secret gist. Here you go. Here's the secret gist for everyone. Mark will rewrite it and make it work. Thanks. You can come and do all my code and I'll just focus on hardware, Mark. No problem. Let me know when you're moving down to Australia, will you? I wouldn't let Mark see my code, or my proprietary code. Yeah, I didn't even know you could do that. Never tried it. That's really cool. That's a very cool thing. Okay. You want to give up coding and do hardware? Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to do, but look where I am. Doing lots of coding. I don't mind doing volunteered coding. Hey, Rob. Confusing the wife, it's not Tuesday night. Yeah, sorry. It's unexpected. Stop trying to steal my stuff. He can still work for you. He'll just be even further away from you than what he is now, which is not very far at all. It's too hard for me to send hardware to Mark all the time for him to work on. Did that link work, Mark? They're like 150 kilometers away. Yeah, you know how far away Australia is to Sweden? Just saying. 150 kilometers is nothing. That's like I could walk there. Does Oz use miles? No, we use kilometers. Live share, official Microsoft tension. Cool. Thanks, Rhoda. While you're looking at that, I am going to look at that. Raspberry Pi. Okay, that's on Windows. That's stupid. I don't even know which one to click on. There's people trying to install it, not on a Pi. Anyway, that's a bit weird. Sweden's too big. Have you seen Australia? Export C flags equals what? Okay, Mark, we're trying that. See you, Rhoda. Time for bed. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? Time for bed. Nope. It'll fail. Yeah, thanks. Then why am I doing it again if it's going to fail? Why'd you make me do that? This is not a wheel issue. No wheels installed. Yeah, oops. Get rid of the pip install bit. Check Discord. What does sudo -i do, Mark? Oh. Okay. So I gotta install it as root. I shouldn't have to install it as root. Do I have to stay in root to do that? That's correct. I shouldn't have to do that. That's not right. I've installed all this on Pis so many times. So unless this is something to do with oh, damn it. Something to do with Bullseye. Okay. Sometimes Visual Studio Code does stupid things when you hit copy, command copy. One sec. That's really annoying. It's GCC CCC10. So I have to actually run this from here, do I? We'll see what happens. No. So that didn't work. It's the same thing, but it says, this is interesting, this error said, it was different. It said no files were, couldn't find files. Failed building wheel. I think these errors are going to be different now. Yes, I did the export command first. Sudo export, and then I ran it. I shouldn't have to do this in super user. Well, it looks like I need a software bodge. I just want to install the stuff so I can use the NeoPixels. I'm trying to install Blinker, the Adafruit Blinker library. Maybe rpi.gpio has to be app installed. Is it apt-get? I can't remember. Oh, I never remember. You want me to do it in one command line? I don't understand. Apt or apt-get. Okay. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Okay. So that worked, maybe? Maybe? Well, the only way to know is to try it. I'll explain what... Yeah, please explain. I'd like to know what that does. And while you're doing that, I'm going to see if I can get these to light up. But I bet you it's going to want me to this should work. Sudo usermod -ga user. Okay, hold a sec, Lars. 1 second. I need to remember what pin this is set to. It's just GPIO 12, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So it's 12. I don't know what D18 is in this case because it's on the Raspberry Pi. It'll just be D12. And I'll set it to 10. They're not plugged in. I just want to see if... Okay, there's no error. For any command, you can type something you want to have it in its environment. Ah, right. Exports all the money from your bank account. Yay! Port and sudo again, so probably diff export set. Right, I get it, Rob and Mark. Thank you. Yep. Okay. So let's see if these go pop when I plug this in. I'm going to just switch cameras because if it goes pop, you want to see it go pop. So I'm just going to plug the 5 volt 2 amps into here. No pop, please. That always freaks me out. Okay, so I have a reference to NeoPixel. Let's see if I can set no magic smoke, which is good. Let's see if I can fill them with a color. See? Support requires running with sudo. Oh, you don't see that. You see, this is the issue. Exit. I have to go sudo python. Now, oh, I've got to do it all again. That's annoying. Oh, annoying. 12. And let's fill them with green. See if this works. Oh, they're not green because they're RGBW, but it worked. Not that you can really see. Alexa, turn off fire. There we go. So the colors didn't work because they're RGBW. I wonder if so you can't see my code, but that's okay. If I just go (0), that didn't work because it does not like. I wonder if this can do RGBW. Yeah, I'm going to go back to where's Lars' suggestion again. I'm going to exit. Hang on. Code. Help. Yeah. Sorry for all the folks using. Yep. Okay, let's try it without again. I should just write a script, but you know, whatever. Now, how do I tell it to be? I don't know if this supports RGBW. So is the camera's arrival a secret? The camera's arrival. Like my new cameras for this, that's not a secret. They're not here yet. Hello, Dustin. So yeah, how do I? Yeah, they're not here yet, but they're in Melbourne now. Okay, so let's see if I can. Nope. See, got to run it with sudo. Please try again. NeoPixel support requires running with sudo. Now it looks like, as I said, this is not using this. I can't do RGB. Can I set the type? Let's see if there's any Python docs. You need to log in again to make. Oh, do I? Okay. Log out. Oh, really? Exit. Yep, that's okay. New terminal. So you reckon it'll work now? Python. I want to see if there's. Oh, here we go. Pixel order RGBW. Okay, that's good. Maybe I can. 12. I don't know. Just make it 10. Oh, it's D12. D12. And now I should be able to do a fill. Where's the fill? Fill. Oh. I'm not used to this syntax. I'm at 0. Like, switch cameras. You ready? Oh, pixels is not defined. Pixel. Ah, didn't work. Yeah, pixel support requires running with sudo. Please try again. Yeah. Yeah. Sudo Python. Okay, you know what? It's time for me to stop. This is doing my head in. Let's actually just write a quick script. New, okay. Import NeoPixel. I think, oop, no. NeoPixel. Oh no, it is little. Okay. And I need pixels, and then pixels. You see that? Sometimes I go to copy and it, anyway, pixels fill. Save that as a gbw.py. So now, see if I just go Python gbw.py, I'll get the error. Ooh, NeoPixel support requires running with sudo. But if I type in sudo, I get red. Oh, you can't see it. I get red. So these are GRBW, it looks like. Yes, Mark, you said it wouldn't work. Hello, Emma. Hey, Bruce. Dev mem. What's mem? Why we're saying ha ha ha. We say a lot of things. What? What's that going to do, Dave? I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that. What's dev mem? No answer from Dave. Mark's going to confirm the idea. Okay, in the meantime, do they have a GRBW? We'll see. This should be green. Yes, they do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to coding plus logi, creating a new thing, and I'm going to stick the roam camera in here, and I'm going to make it small so you can see what is happening when I am changing this code. There we go. That's what the error says, you don't have permission to write to. Okay, well, maybe I'll try it. I'm just going to try it, because it'll be easy to find out. Nope, that didn't work, unless I need to re-log in again. Do I need to re-log in again? Oh, what? No, wait. Do I need to re-log in? I'll try. like fondue cam. Not quite. Like I can't eat anything, and I'm actually quite hungry. So no, doesn't work. Still the same thing without the sudo. So whether that worked or not, like whether it did it, what are we trying to do? Getting NeoPixel interface working without sudo. Yes. Hey, Pro Engineer. Ideally, that'd be great. That's why I didn't want to use yeah, can you see that? God, that's big now. Let me just, there you go. Yeah, even bigger. Yeah, I'd like to not have to run sudo to do this. In the meantime, I'm going to make sure that I can make these white. And I can. So, I haven't cut this strip yet. It's still got stuff hanging off it. I feel like I don't want to cut the end of it yet until I've got the thing rebuilt. How many did I say there were? There were 106, I think. No relogin needed. Yeah, well, it didn't work. Okay, this is going to hopefully not go pop. Ready? I'm going to do 106 of them. Whoa. That's bright. Let me turn them down. Here we go. Cool. I mean, the camera's adjusting itself, right, to compensate. Hey, Quindor. 106 is not right. 106, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's actually 115 pixels. I always thought that the PW interface on the Pi had to use sudo, as it did pretty low level stuff. You can use this without sudo, so you could whip up a service hook for the NeoPixels, which runs as root. Yeah, it'd be great if I don't have to. Hey, Christopher. Here we go. That's all of them on. Ping, yeah, they all turn on. Changing the file permissions. No, it's not a file specific thing. Just for some reason that whatever the NeoPixel library needs to drive them requires root access. I don't know if anyone's actually solved it. I don't believe so. If someone would have solved it, Adafruit would have updated their library to say, hey, you know, you don't need it. So the point of all of this, though, X minus W error map error. Okay, Mark, I don't know what that means. Pinging me, but yep. Yeah, this is on the Raspberry Pi. This is the Adafruit library. I mean, there might be a different NeoPixel library I don't know about. I'm ignoring. I already was. So, but what I want to... Oh, I didn't plug the camera in. So the aim of all of this, anyway, from my experimenting, while I wait for my updated board, is that... obviously I've got a new camera coming, but the idea is that I can I mean, this code is really not the right code for what I want to do right now. So I'm going to set them all just to low, for instance. Make it 50. For all the LEDs I have mostly in packaging and used for testing and such, light up over here. I think you could see my some space. I could see the glow over the horizon from here, Quindor. So someone told me that you found 12 volt addressable RGBW strips. Is that correct? Because I cannot find them anywhere. Well, yeah. 12 volt RGBW addressable. Have you found them? Really? Okay, interesting. Okay. Per 3 and per 6, but still. What do you mean per 3 and per 6? It's making a difference. Pseudo change mod. Yeah, I already did a pseudo change mod on. It was not letting me scroll backwards because I logged out. Control C. Try it again. Control R, sudo. I already did except it wasn't a G. What's the G do? Yeah, I'm trying that now, Dan. Gives the group right permission as well. Nope, that didn't work. Damn, so close. Addressable only per 3 to 6 LEDs. What does that mean though? Addressable only per, so what happens to the other LEDs? It's like a chorus except none of us can sing. Well, I can't sing. God, you don't want to hear me sing. I like singing though, but you don't want to hear me sing. God, I don't think I'm going to be able to code this live in my headspace right now. How long have I been up? God, I've already been going for an hour and a half. Anyway, so 5 meter 16 foot strip with 300 LEDs has 100 addressable zones. Oh, right. I see what you're saying. So you can't individually address, you have to address per zone. Right. That would be problematic for me. Right, okay. Okay, that's interesting. It turns out the 5 volts is fine, really. Like, the amount of light I'm getting is crazy. So what I want to do, I mentioned on my stream the other day, but the idea with the lighting, because people were saying, oh, you're going to melt your PLA and whatever else and all the current and everything, blah, 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 blah. So the idea is that the lights are really low. And this camera detects movement. And if there's movement, it lights the lights up. And if there's no movement for a period of time, it dulls the lights back down again. So I'm not wasting current power, and I'm not over killing the LEDs and stuff. The only choice is, but that's RGB only and uses internal LDO set up per LED package. But it's very inefficient because of it. Yeah, I don't want to do that because I don't want to do white with RGB. That's just crazy. The amount of current I'd need to pull to do that isn't right. It's only 115 LEDs. How many LEDs? 115 LEDs. 5 volts is working fine. See if this is what I'm looking for. Are we doing a Lionel Richie song? Hello? It's horrible anyway. It shouldn't be called white, really. No, it shouldn't be. It should be called bleh. Sorry. I couldn't help myself. What I need to do though is Instead of putting you down, he should have said you should learn singing. Yaz didn't secretly record. She doesn't secretly record me. She tells me flat out I can't. I know I can't sing. I absolutely can't sing. I also can't focus on any of this code right now. I have to also run VNC viewer because of course you can't tell it to do anything with the camera if you're not running from the GUI, which is really annoying. So I have to sudo python test2.py. What? What? What the? So according to my sheets, 300 with the rubber channel will use 35 watts or 7 amps when triple injected. Triple? What do you mean triple injected? Oh, right. Wow, that's crazy. We can all sing in the shower. I mean, I do sing in the shower, but I'm terrible. Like, really, really bad. Catch you later, Dave. Have a good sleep. Front, middle, and end of strip injected. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Well, so how do I tell what version of the OS is installed? Is there a place I can find out what version? Uname minus A. Yeah, that's not, I don't know what version, 5.1, whatever. Like I meant like a, you know, bullseye or buster or whatever. Is there a way to get the, because I'm pretty sure that I solved this image similarity measures thing the other week. Remember, Mark? We solved it. What the hell? No module named. What? That's Bulla. That's just cat, etc. distro. Cat etc. distro. There's no distro. No such file. Host minus V. Yeah, Raspbian, but not which one. LSB. I'm just going to type it all in. Release minus A. Bullseye. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So we solved this the other week. This image similarity measures. Or did I? Hang on. Maybe I. Did I? No, we definitely solved it. Bullseye. Thanks very much, Intimate Tech, or everyone, for all your suggestions on that. But I don't understand why this isn't working. I wonder if it's the pseudo thing. It is. Right. Awesome. Screwed. if I run the script as sudo, my plugins aren't installed properly because they were installed for the wrong user. Like all my pip install stuff. And if I don't run it sudo, then I can't use the NeoPixels. Okay. Really? Like, really? So I have to reinstall all my stuff, sudo pip install. Really? That's just not happy, Jan. So this is just at the really low lighting. As you can see, that's still... Don't worry about the frame rate. I'm just showing you my VNC capture rather than the output of the Pi. It's that's why it's slow. So this is perfectly fine to just do movement detection. I can't believe I have to reinstall this. Hey Greg, is there a way to enter sudo mode while keeping user environment? Well, I can't enter it from in... Oh my god, I can't even type. I'd have to change it from inside the script. I don't know how I'd do that. I'm just pip installing everything. So, yeah. We'll see if it compiles this time. So remember the Pi FFTW stuff? While we wait for that, let's see if my cameras have moved. They have not. No update since Wednesday morning. Or Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock PM when they landed in Melbourne at the airport. My cameras are still at the airport or somewhere. That's annoying. I'm happy to run the code as sudo as long as I've got all the rest of my stuff reinstalled. And again, this is really just about validating the bodges I put on the board. Mark is super close. Yeah, that's fine. If Mark can fix it, that's even better. But in the meantime, like, it's not going to harm anything having... Create a file on the Pi called test.c with that code in the gist. What code in the gist? What? Sorry, say it again. Mark is not a mod. Mark will be a mod now, but I don't know what you mean. There you go. You're a mod, Mark. Watch him delete all the comments. I'm waiting on 10 litres of IPA. 2 weeks and counting now. How did they ship it? How did they ship? I mean, I know there's an issue with standard shipping at the moment. Absolutely. I mean, even Express is slow. But yeah, like it took 36 days for me to get all my hardware that I ordered from Melbourne to me, standard shipping. 36 days. Ship with Star Trek. Wow, okay, that's not right. I ship, that's been lost or something. I ship Star Trek a lot from Core Electronics in Sydney to me, and it gets... is it because it's what do you call it? It's marked as chemicals, as what do you call it? As hazardous? That could be why. Create a file with the contents of the gist. Of what gist? The one I sent you? The contents of the gist is full of errors. I don't understand. I don't understand, Mark. I think it's more an issue with... Right. So have you got... what was I going to say? Are there COVID issues, like with shipping? Like in Melbourne, like in Victoria, Australia Post is still pretty screwed. New window. Right, that code. Okay, so you want me to put this code, copy, in a file called, doesn't matter where I put it. Check Discord. Yeah, okay, I got that right. Anyway, yeah, I got it. And then you want me to compile it. Yeah, where's the... Let's compile it. Okay, I compiled it. Now what do I do? Can PyScript run one line in sudo? No, it can't. You can't do that inside a script. Well, you can call out to a like a shell to do something, right, with sudo, but you can't just run some code. Can't open dev mem. This program should run as root. Sudo. That worked. Oh, my chair's falling apart. Again. Oh, guess what? I got a new mouse, and it's awesome. If this works as I expect, then I can fix the problem. Okay. Still waiting. I've got no... I'm going to say the A word. Alexa, turn on fire. Hey, Kevin. Look, my new mouse. I ended up getting a Logitech MX3 Anywhere, and it's awesome. It's a really good... It's a great mouse. I like little mice. Right, that's the thing. It's a little mouse. It's not like a bigger Logitech. And yeah, it's good, really comfortable. Wasn't cheap, 115 bucks. But it's got no batteries and it uses USB-C to charge, which is good. So I'm gonna have to buy another one of those for my other computer. Yay, I've solved, so no more squeaky mouse. Yay. Let's replicate the issue on my Linux server. Okay. No, you can't run the script otherwise, Mako. What's the wow? Was that the mouse? Wow. Part number of mouse. I don't know. What's the part number? It's an MX Anywhere 3. And it's super comfortable. I got little hands, right? So as I said, I like and I like my palm being able to fit on the heel of my hand on the table. So I move the mouse around like this. I use my fingers a lot, right, to control it. And so this fits, just hugs perfectly like this. So it's not one of the big bulky ones. It's not like one of these really thin ones that they're terrible. Like they're too flat. Anyway, This is cheating. I don't care what it is. Let's just fix it. So yeah. And it's got a metal scroll wheel. It's really nice. And stacks of buttons that I'm not going to use. That's okay. Very comfortable mouse. Right. Well, I used to use like travel mice, but the buttons on them die, and they go squeaky squeaky. Anyway, let's just. You still working on it, Mark? Or I'm just gonna give up for the moment. Is this still installing? Oh, cool. This is still installing. Not sure if it'll do everything you need, but I have a look at the Adafruit NeoPixel SPL library. BODGE interface communicate with the pixels on the Mosey pin. I can't use those. Those pins are already taken. I don't want to share the bus at 2 different speeds. But you can ignore the test C code now. That was just to confirm the issue. Okay, cool. Movement. We have movement at the station. For my laptop, I got a small. Hey, Dave Paul Jones. I got a small mouse. No, my wrists on the table. For desktop, I got a big one with my whole hand rest on the mouse. Yeah, I don't. I used to use like bigger mice. I'm not. I don't know. I used to spend a lot of time. Like, yeah, I know so many people have got issues with their wrists and their arms now from like mouse movement and stuff, and I don't. When I switch to a small mouse, where I can control, where I move the mouse around without moving my wrist. That's the bit that I wasn't clear on. So like when I said I use my fingers, right? Most people use a mouse like this. Yeah? They move the hand around like this. That's how you get wrecked wrists. Yeah, RSI. That's bad. I keep my hand still, right? And I use my fingers most of the time. I can do most of my movement with my fingers like this, without my wrist is not moving. Like it looks like my hand, but it's not. Like you see what I mean? That's just the skin moving. And I can go across my entire screen with my mouse just by using my fingers. So, and sometimes I have to move it a little bit like this, but it's not like people do like this. So I have no elbow or wrist issues at all. Unfortunately, I have degenerative arthritis in my shoulders, which is not related to the mice. Try a trackpad. Mate, no, I don't like trackpads. Trackpads are terrible for precision. I even have a very dirty, wow, Magic trackpad, which I tried again. You can't get the precision. Not like I need to move my mouse pixel movement, right? The problem with the Magic Mouse is, and I've got 10 of them here. I love the Apple Magic Mouse, except need a middle mouse button. You can't do content creation without a middle mouse button. And I've used to use better tools and all the other things, and to do a fake middle button, and it's just too problematic. It really is. Actually, I think I've got one still. Dude, look at this. This is how far. This is the extent I went to keep using my Magic Mice, right? That I actually. Oh, you might not be able to see it. Oh, wrong way. Look at this. You might be able to see there's clear tape on here. So that was my middle mouse button, where I could feel where the button was to be able to click middle mouse button, right? So left, right, and middle mouse button. But it wasn't good. Like it was, yeah, no. If they had a middle mouse button, I would absolutely keep using the Magic Mouse. And the reason is, it's not as ergonomically nice, right? But, oh my God, being able to swipe, multi-finger swiping on the mouse is incredible. And as soon as I stopped using this mouse, it took me months of pain to, that's erroring out again, that install. Anyway, of pain to stop myself from scrolling the mouse. Those laser pens, yeah. I had one on my Amiga, actually. So anyway, Apple have, I understand why they don't, but you need to have a middle mouse button. You just need to. So this has died. Not died, but this is erroring out again. Look at that. PYFFTW. So all the hacks we did to fix that on that stream, Mark, ages ago, the hacks are busted under sudo. Posted in the live stream bit of, what did Rob post? Resudo in Python, can you put the Python mycode.py in a script? Then write a C program, set what it is, and call your script. I don't know, Rob, if that's possible. I could make just a stub to do that, I guess, but I don't even have, I don't even know what my code base is yet. I'm still hacking away at that, so yeah. Sorry, someone's just replying to me on Discord. Yeah, I've got an Amiga 1200 in my garage, in my shed. I miss my 1000. I think the 1000 was the nicest Amiga they ever made, but clearly they're not the most powerful. The 1200 was a great machine, but I much prefer the look of the 1000. Just a beautiful looking machine. Okay, I think that it's been almost 2 hours and we're kind of stuck. And I appreciate that Mark is still looking at this issue, but I currently can't go forward. Yeah, I know it can change. Hang on. MEM requires some extra permissions that are not set. I'm still working on it. But what's the issue I have now? Oh, just that do you remember we had the issues with installing PyFFTW on that stream a few weeks ago? Well, that's happening again now if I try to pip install all this with sudo. This core 10x10 and 15x15 aluminium extrusion. Yeah, I was looking for 10x10 the other day and I couldn't find anyone in Australia that had it. Is this in Australia? No, it's not. Right, so that's the problem. Try finding it in Australia. Excuse me. Make a beam. Scroll down. Where am I scrolling? You mean here? Scroll down. It's still doing something. It hasn't crashed out yet. Rob, you're a moderator now. Go for it. Post what you want to post. Yeah, this extrusion looks good, but ooh. Are they hinges? Is that a hinge? Was that a hinge? Where was it? Hinges. There's a thing with the PYX. It was you had to install. So I have to install Python as sudo as well, do I? Oh, that's really cool. I was looking for hinges for extrusion the other day. $18. Is that euro? No way. Why is that so expensive? Okay, well that sucks. But I really want 10 by 10 extrusion. Print hinges yourself. Yes, I can. I like that these are locking ones and they already fit. My plan was to do that, but that's really pricey stuff. So do they make it themselves, do they? Because if I go, what am I looking for? 10 by 10 aluminium extrusion, Australia. Channels. Trim angles. So there's no. So pip install, Python, do it and come back to extrusion. This is still running. It hasn't finished yet. I don't know why this is taking so long. So, yeah. I know it's not a typical size, but, you know, it was mentioned that there is 10 by 10. And, I would have used it. So you type the search and you go to any of the links and they all show you something that isn't what you're looking for. And it's 3030. I don't want 3030. Hey Jay. Okay, I'm going to stop it. Cancel. Sudo pip install. Did I pip install it or did I? Can't remember if it was pip installed or if it was apt-get. There's a lot of noise outside. I wonder who that is. This is running really slow. Okay. That installed. Let's try this again. Make a beam services. What's this? In a new window. Asia. SG BODGE. Right, nothing in Australia. Mark, fix the issue. Yeah? What do I need to do? Sell my first and second born? Gladly. What's the path to Python? I don't know. What is the path to Python? Will which tell me? User bin Python. Sudo set cap bin. Okay. Sudo set cap set. Give it all the permissions, huh? Is that going to kill my Python in general? Is that going to cause me a problem with Python going forward if I do this? before I hit enter. I don't want to suddenly find myself with Python issues. Which is which, Mark? Is this going to give me issues before I hit enter? Can this be reversed? Failed to set capabilities. It's not permitted for a file, or the file is not a regular. Okay, it's a symlink. That's a symlink, obviously. How do I find out where it's pointing to? EEN hex. What? What's EEN hex? It's just, that's pointing to Python 3, which is where right, which. Nah. But the Python shouldn't be sitting in user bin, should it? There's always a link to the Python 3. It just means it was the same directory as the other one, meaning. Okay, but that didn't work either. We're so close, but that's not it. Hello, Quinton. User bin Python 3.9. That did it. That did it. Okay, so, and what's this doing? That's still building. Okay, so, but I should be able to at least now go Python RGBW. Yes, that worked. Just to make sure. Oh, we're on the wrong. Hang on. To make sure, let's make them all red. Mark, you did it. Mark, legend. Mark, you're a legend in your own lunchbox. You guys heard that? Is that an Australian thing? Nice job. Send me an invoice, Mark. I'll get Johnny to pay it. Okay, so that looks really cool, by the way. Just saying. That actually, the red, although blue's my favorite color. That's why he gets the big bucks. I gotta say, the RG, the red, green, and blue is not very bright on this. The white seems to be considerably brighter. Yeah, the white is way brighter than the RGB. Like, way brighter. Are you at 255 brightness? I don't know. I'm not sure that there's a brightness command, set brightness in this, but there might be. Let me see if there's a brightness. that's not what I want. API reference. Right, dot brightness. Oh, that's for the init. Okay, can I set it manually though? No, I can't. Really? So I can only set it in the initializer. Okay, brightness equals 255. What's, oh, 0 to 1. Okay, 1. Oh, whoop, go away. Okay, that's not any brighter. If I make it 0.5, that's duller. So it's already at max brightness. Okay. But like you might not be able to see because of this camera, because it adjusts the contrast and bright like the. But if I do that, and then if I do the blue version, you'll see it go duller, and then the camera will adjust. See that? See how much darker it was? Then tame white. What? Tame white. No, stripped or set brightness 64 does not work in the Python library. That's very much an Arduino thing. Make white less bright. No, I want it to be. Well, anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Out of curiosity, I don't know how much amps this is going to take. I'm just going to try it quickly. Whoa, that's struggling with the power. That's not good. Turn it off. Okay, that was not good. Make white bright again. See Quindor's comment above. What? Can I post this? Quindor's now a mod. Go Quindor. Not that you're ever making me a mod on yours so I can at you. No, you can. You're a mod now. When LED diode is bigger than RGB. Oh, white is bigger. Right, okay. That's why. Okay. Did you see the flashing just then? It must be pink. What's a nice pink color again? I can't remember what pink I'm using on my logo. It's a nice pink though, but let me remember what I'm using. I'll set it to pink. But it did not like me setting all 3 channels to white. I was tripping the 2 amp mark. Okay, pink, pink, pink. Where are you? Pink. Okay. I love it when you open Arduino IDE and even though you've closed a whole bunch of apps, of projects, they all open up again. Pink, pink. Purple, red, pink. 255, 84, 255, 255, 84, 255. And I'm going to set the brightness a bit softer because I don't know what's going to happen. Are these, now these are WS or SK6812s. There you go, pink. We have pink. There's a better shot of the pink. Okay, well, I'm 2 hours in and I've got a whole bunch of other work to do, which means the whole point of this stream was to get the BODGE working and then get the camera to detect if there's been a change and change the lights. But I don't have it in me right now to even start that 2 hours in. So, but we have working, no sudo required. Thank you, Mark. That is awesome. Even though I'm pretty sure this is still compiling, and I could have done it as it was with sudo. We want to see all your work a whole day live stream. No, you don't. I need to actually go to Bunnings. So I have been buying. So my office is an absolute mess. I'm not going to show you my office, my floor, whatever. I have been trying to tidy up and do stuff, and so I'll see if I can. I've been buying more containers. Don't comment the state of my shelves. There we go. So I got myself some more, and the top row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 containers there of 9, and that last one that looks empty, that's because I haven't put the stuff in yet, and I'm out again, and so I need to go buy more today. But as it is, I can't reach these. I can hardly reach these. I'm short. So I need to go buy more stuff. Is Sam happy? No, Sam's turned off. Sam is absolutely turned off right now because I have just way too many things. I don't have enough racks in Sam. I've got some more 3D prints I haven't built boards for, and Sam is currently, not being used because So like the issue here is it's all like stacks of different JST connectors now, like SMT headers, through hole headers, JST housings, like 3-pin, 4-pin, 6-pin, 8-pin, for all the different projects I'm working on at the moment. What? No issues with water moisture that mini split. The air conditioning? No, there's no. Well, I don't know. I would doubt it. I don't know. So everything that's on the wall here is prototyping stuff, right? Anything that I manufacture or whatever is done with parts out there, like in the garage, on the pick and place, or even if it's not being pick and placed, it's mostly done with parts out there. And yeah, like, I mean, the heat doesn't go down on it. The heat goes this way, but yeah, I don't know. Can you go wider on the bottom shelf towards the 3D printers? I don't have any shelves. So the shelves that I've got here, these are floating shelves, and they don't make them anymore. They don't make this length, the length that I need anymore. They've got an alternate one that they make, and it's a different thickness and a different depth, and there is no way. Like, I don't have OCD, but I'm a perfectionist when it comes to, there is no way I'm sticking another shelf along here next to this shelf to continue it. That's a different shelf. It isn't happening. Not happening, right? So I'm really annoyed. I can still get these from overseas though, but they're really expensive. The shipping on them alone is like $190 just to ship them. Take the top one and put it on the side, and then use a thin version on top. Yeah, no. I also didn't want the shelves to go all the way along, to be honest, because they're, I mean, they were low here on purpose so I can reach them when I'm sitting, or so I can get like this, right? Almost reach them when I'm sitting. I don't want that along here because it limits my height. And anyway, it's first world problems. The point is, I need more containers because I'm about to fill that one this morning after the stream, and then, I mean, there are odd random ones around here that aren't, well, actually, that's not true. All the ones up there on that end that look like they're not full up there, they actually are, they're just not labeled. And I've also got stacks more resistors and caps to stick in here. Like bags and bags and bags. And I've got like 80 bags of small strips, 100 to 500 of all different parts. Like the amount of different parts I'm using now has expanded so far compared to when I did all this. Yeah, so I know this sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. I need a way of organizing all this because it's all in boxes on my floor. Lots of boxes. So, like, here's a box that's got, you can't even see. Here's a box that's got a bunch of stuff in it. It doesn't look like a lot. Okay, and then here's another box with a bunch of different stuff in it. They're all categorized. Here's a box with a shit ton of stuff in it that needs to be put somewhere, that's all categorized but lives on the floor. Here's a box with a bunch of stuff in it that's all categorized that lives on my floor. Here, oh my gosh, is a bunch of reels that I have no rec space for. Here is another tub of stuff that lives on my floor that, like, do you understand the problem? Finding parts right now, and that doesn't include all the loose stuff I've got all over my desk because they're really small things. Like, I need to find a way to get all this stuff away. It needs to live in here and it needs to be accessible, right? Like, I used to stick them all in these tubs, right? In these type of tubs, label them all on my shelf. And it's a pain in the ass to, I know it sounds like I'm complaining, sorry. It's a pain in the ass to walk all the way to the shelf, pull that tub out, rummage through, get the parts you need, put them down, put the tub away or forget to put the tub away or leave it on the floor and then go look for another part, and then remember to put them back in the same tubs, right? It's just, it becomes a real nightmare and then things go back in the wrong spot. Like I've just got, like this is crazy. Like on my desk, like small strips, small strips, small strips, small strips, small strips, small strips. Like I've got them all over my desk because I don't have a smart place to put them. And this, so yesterday I was looking for, where are they? So I've misplaced them again now. These ones. I was looking for these yesterday. So these are my resistor networks, 3.6K. They're the ones that don't fit on my board, but I needed them, right? It took me an hour to find these yesterday. An hour. I went through all the boxes and tubs on my floor 5 times and I missed it again and again and again. I finally found it, but there is just so many, there's like hundreds of packets down here. So now it lives on my desk because now I know where it is, but that's just crazy. Times that by 20 and you might get to what my office looks like. Okay, but that's on, I've still got stuff put away. Like, anyway, got some unlabeled switches, can't remember what they're for. That's the other thing, forgetting what things are for. I helped Sam with the keystroke pounding he had to do a week ago during his image cap. Yeah, that was funny. Remember when I couldn't save the image? I was hitting S and it wouldn't work. Yeah, Jay fixed it in 5 seconds. It was stupid. It was such a stupid coding mistake I made. I'm overwhelmed, yes, by parts. I'm about to order 16 of these. I need to get Emma to help me destroy a cupboard. it's not that I'm looking for racks specifically, like new racks. I've got racks all down my wall down there as well. Right, exactly. I've got exactly these already down the other end. I've got 3 of them vertically. These won't fit where I am here right now. It's not that I need more. I can get plenty of racks, plenty of compartments. It's where I'm going to put them. Where do I put them for easy accessibility and keep everything categorized together? Like just the number of 0402 components I've got here. Like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 columns of 5. So 50, I've got 50 uniques up on my thing here, and I've got at least 30 or 40 uniques I need to put up there. I know, you said you're going to buy 16 of them. Where are you going to put 16 of them? I know I'm complaining about having to get up and walk over there and come back, and then get up and walk over there and come back, but it really slows you down. Like it's anyway, whatever. If I could tell you what bin the I don't need I've got a database that I don't need anything to tell me what bin it's in. I need it to be in the correct bin. Like I need all my 0402 passives here. I don't like they're in order. If I need something, what? Here you go. 2K, 0402, 2.2K, 3.3K, 4.99, 5.1K, 10K, 18.7, 44.9K. Like, you know what I mean? I don't need a program to tell me where they are. I need a place to put them so they're together. Right? Oh, I need an 0402 capacitor. They're all there. Not, I've got some there, and I've got some there, and some there, and some there, and some there, and I need to go and type something into my parts to tell me where it is. My parts already knows where stuff is. It says it's in a tub on the floor. That doesn't help me, right? Even if I label the tub, it doesn't help me. I don't want to be going and pulling 0402 caps out of a box that also has 20 other things in it. The most access stuff. But the issue now is that the most access stuff is becoming wider and wider. As I'm expanding on more things, and like, for instance, as I mentioned, I'm doing a bunch of client work at the moment. And so, like, a lot of these boards are using same stuff I always use, but there's like a couple of extra values of caps, a couple of extra values of resistors, 0402, and then a couple of extra 068, and like, you know what, it adds more and it adds more and it adds more, and I need a place to put them all that I can get to them. Poor me. I know, poor me. Yeah, Troy, I've got, my parts, but I don't, that's the point. I should never have to go to my parts to find where these parts are. Not like this, right? Like, go to my parts, how many reels do I have left of this, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But if it's stuff for prototyping, it's got to be in arm's reach all together. I don't want 0402 spread everywhere, 0603 spread everywhere, if that makes sense. Elon finally got in touch about the tiny Pico for the space rockets. Yeah, no. Although I'm doing some quite interesting. I'm doing some interesting projects. One of which is for a company that will blow your mind if you knew who it was, but I can't tell you. And I'll never be able to tell you. So yeah, shelving above the couch. Possibly, the couch is going to go. I'm holding on for dear life. My second couch is already gone. It was outside for a while. It's gone. We donated it to Flynn's primary school, and we're probably going to donate this one as well, and that's going to go, and I need more bench space. Bench space there. I can't put shelves above the couch because that's my laser area. That wall is going to be full of RGB and laser. So I can't, I don't want to do that there. I found out the mess I make was 1-to-1 with the amount of things I order. No way, Christopher? Really? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Do I have bins for specific jobs? I do. And I try not to keep the parts for specific jobs in those bins anymore, because when I need to share them, I can't find which one I've put them in. A classic example is my 06034 resistor network arrays, my 100Ks. There are 3 different projects that share them. They're on a reel. They're not being pick and placed at the moment. Well, I've got a separate reel for that, but when I'm building prototyping, I can't fit a reel in a container, and so they live in a tub, and I never know which tub it's in because it gets moved whichever one I'm working on. It's not a great way to work. It's fine when you've got 5 or 6 projects you're working on. I've got 30 project tubs, more, 40 project tubs. 2% headphone battery left. You need to stop streaming now. Sorry, Mark. I need to stop streaming. I said 2 hours. It's now 2 hours, 22 minutes. Yeah, laser build time now. Well, I don't have my boards. Just wait. Just wait. The logo's got to go because it's in the way. Those Python posters are your part storage real estate space. Not really, because they're above a 3D printer, and I don't want to be leaning over the 3D printer to get parts. Yeah. Australian Space Agency. Okay, your money, you just lost all your money. Pro engineer. So you're doing a project for Tesla. Nope. Nope. Showing research in space. Nope. Have I done anything for NASA? Nope. It's nothing to do with space. Nothing to do with space. It's the new population tracking device. Yeah, it's 6G modems that get inserted in with the COVID jab. Yep. Can you answer if we guess? You won't ever guess, but no. No, not Apple. Yeah, no, I'm not going to say anyway. But anyway, I've even got the board in front of me right now, and that won't even give anything away, but I can't even show you the board. Under NDAs, NDA. Well, congrats. They're in order at least. Sure, maybe. I mean, yeah. I much prefer working on my own projects than working on client projects. Yeah, NBN is the infrastructure owner. ISPs are the ones that are resellers. Okay, if you get close to another person, you get zapped. What? Oh, right. Okay. Folks, I'm going to go. Need to go to Bunnings. I need to tidy up. Keep tidying up. And I'm waiting for a phone call so I can go pick up my one linear rail and block, which is really annoying. I know, it's a laser implant for sharks. Yeah, it gives them laser eyes. Pew, pew, pew. Need to buy some. No, she's really got lots of Maltesers. She's got plenty. I'm streaming next week. That'll be the last one for the year. I'm streaming next week. So I'll say Merry Christmas to you all then, and Happy New Year to all then. Hopefully I'll see most of you on the stream. Thanks for joining today, though, by the way. And thanks for your help again, Mark. It was awesome. And everyone else that was helping, contributing to working that out. But big thanks to Mark for solving it. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Sorry, just seeing anything else. Nope. Do you have to wear masks there? Do I have to wear masks where? What? Who, where? Where am I going? Oh, at Bunnings? Yes, got to wear masks. Okay. Bye, everyone. Cheers.